Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. I hope you're all okay. Now today we are going to pop over to Newport Pagnell. They have got a really lovely vintage shop there. It's called Number 38 Vintage Emporium. I popped over there last Saturday to have a little look, and I thought they've got some fantastic stuff and you guys would really enjoy having a look round. So I think the last time I went was a couple of years ago, and I follow them on Facebook. I'd seen some great stuff that was in there, so I thought I'll pop over and have a look. Today we're going over again, and the girls, Ebbs and Phoebe, are going to come over with us, and hopefully you will enjoy it too. I'm sure you will. So let's all go along together. Right, so we've just got here. There was a road closure, so we had to do like a massive detour, which was really annoying. Oh yeah, it is thumbs down. So we're just going to grab something to eat first before we pop in. So I think we're getting a little bit hungry now, so we'll go and have a look, see what there is. Right, so we've just popped in to a pub just to see if they've got any foods that Ebbs can eat. There's some specials on there, but we're just going to check if she can eat them because she's dairy free and gluten free, so we'll ask and see. Right, nothing in there that she could have, so we're going to try somewhere else, but to be fair, it's always the way. So let's have a little look and see if we can find somewhere else. Right, it's not looking as though we're going to be able to find anything. There is another pub down here, so we'll go and try down here. But incidentally, if you do like looking around charity shops, there are loads and loads in Newport Pagnell. So it's like so many, I don't know how many, but there is a lot. So if you do like a little browse, then this is a good place to come as well. Right, so we found somewhere that does it. There's a pub called The Swan. So we've come out the back, and the lady was really helpful. She's given us the menu. I think her friend's gluten and dairy free, so we're going to have a little look on there and hopefully find some lunch. Right, here we go. So this looks very nice. Ebbs went for this in the end. That's it. So it's all tucked in, and then we'll go and have a little wander around the shop. Starship delivery. Right, so just come out the pub. We went into the Swan. That's where we managed to get something to eat. So the shop we're going to is just literally over the road. I will put the full address in the description down there. And also they've got a Facebook as well, which I follow, so you can check them out on there too. So just into the shop now, and I'm just going to voice over the downstairs of the shop just purely for copyright because there was music in the background. But first of all, we came into the French chic paint. This is my favourite paint for upcycling, so definitely worth checking out. Now, in the shop, they are vintage and handmade sellers, and they use local sellers as well, apart from Lula. Here we've got some newspapers from the 1940s. And they are £5 each. There's a good selection in that basket. At the top we've got some French chic paintbrushes, which is great to use for the paint. A few more magazines over here to choose from. We've got some handmade cushions here, all sorts of different designs and really well made. In this section there is some candles, and they are made from glass bottles, and there's all sorts of different types like gin, and I mean you might even find your favourite tipple in there. They make great gifts as well, Father's Day, Mother's Day, but they're packaged up really nicely too. And then in the next section we've got some crochet items, and the hearts on the sticks I think are so cute. But some scrunchies. Phoebe actually bought a scrunchie. I'm presuming she got it from there. She bought the purple one. So, and this section we've got some handmade dresses. Really super cute. I so wish I could do things like this. They're really lovely, and lots of different designs too. Down the bottom here we've got some fabric covered books, different designs on the front, and then you've got like a notebook inside there. And they're a few more dresses and items of clothing down the bottom, and my granddaughter Izzy would absolutely love these. They're really, really, really pretty. And this next section we have urban crafts. So lots of different designs in bottles. Now this is rice paper, popped on vases, bottles, and they've got some resin crafts here as well. we've got a chopping board. There's various different bits. My daughter showed me that. She thought Izzy would love that, which she would. There's a few different bits and bobs on there. Bit of a cool design. And then we've got the Air Aid shelter sign at the bottom. Incense, Nag Champa. Nag Champa's one of my favourite incense of all time. They've got all sorts of different ones. And I also love this Reiki. I've bought a big box of that at the moment that I'm going through. So moving up there, we've got some books and some pin badges. The pin badges are £3. In this section, again, various sellers. And it's a really good way to sell your items if you are sort of a small independent seller. You can kind of go to shops like this, and I think it's just a small fee. You can pop your items on display. I mean, this vintage sign here we've got is £8. The welcome sign is 12. And earrings up there. This pair here is 15, and then we've got 11. And moving down now, felt figurines. They are so cool. I so wish I could do felt crafting, because this is so good and they're so well done. The mouse on the cotton reel is just super cute. I loved it so much. It's just creative minds just at its best. There's me in the mirror. And then we've got an owl as well. Down the bottom we've got green man plaques. This one here is £10. And then the leaf tray, like a trinket tray, is 12. Down the bottom a few more items. Got this pink knitted kind of comforter, that's £5. I think Handmade is always so much better. Great to give as gifts as well. Got some wrapping paper there and some different cards. On this section we've got different cards. There's a Newport Pagnell one there. Now I love this type of gift. They make really nice presents, little hanging hearts. And also if you do upcycling or you fancy changing the front on your drawers, those knobs are really good to just spice something up if you want to. Now the girls having a little look in the back there. And we've got a vintage typewriter, a few more different design drawer front knobs there. And then over on this section, some ceramic items, pottery. Again, all handmade, which is the absolute beauty. We've got some made of money into key rings there. And these are so cool. They're bangles made from a fork, which I think is so unique and so well done. Look how they've curled the end there. They're absolutely fab. And they open, so they're not sort of, if your wrists are a bit larger, you can still get them in because they're not like a closed bangle. And then we've got some different candles here. Unique names as well. They're £16. So they'd make quite a fun kind of gift, I suppose, really, wouldn't they, with some funky names on them. Got some rings, necklaces, earrings, all packaged up lovely in some nice gift boxes there. Some more rings down the bottom, earrings there. Phoebe liked the earrings. Some vintage items. My dad was an AA man for many years, so this was nice to see. And also in the store, we've got some gnomes down the bottom. We've got some eco-friendly face wipes. I was going to tell you about something else, but I'll tell you about that in a second. And they are My Crafty Home. Got some more jewellery at the top on these stands. And some gnomes at the top there. Now they also have baked goods in the store too. I didn't film that, it's just in that section there by the till from Something Different. So that is also worth checking out too. So I've seen on their Facebook they get lots of baked goods in. They've got various glass cabinets as well. So if you want to see anything in here, you just have to ask and they will show you. But they've got loads of different things in here. Like it is just jam-packed, it's full. There's rings in here. Now these are actually spoon rings. They are really well done as well. They're between sort of £20 and £30, but they are really well made. You know, not like us just bending a spoon and popping it on our finger. They are good. Got some magnets at the top there, and a tray full of rings. You know, if you like jewellery, you could have an absolute field day in here, honestly. And there are the girls having another little look around. This section, we have some records. And then crystal items. We've got crystal necklaces, crystal bracelets, again, all boxed up, so they're ready to give as a gift. Got some more crystals down there. And that's what makes this kind of shop so good, because they are packaged up and you can really get something unique for somebody. Beautiful rose quartz chipstone bracelets and some pendulums. I really like these pendulums. I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't buy one. When I go back again, I will get one. We've got some funky socks, really cool. If you know someone that loves cool socks, they're really good. Vintage beanos and dandies. Different magazines in there. But yeah, it's just set out really well. Got some brooches there. All on the wall. I love how it's all displayed. And blind date with a book. And there's more of that upstairs as well when we pop upstairs. And we've got some more vintage items in here, bracelets as well. And in this tray coming up, we have they're like playing cards really, but they've got the alphabet on, sort of initials. So I thought they were really nice. Lots of them in there. There's some candles, a bundle of different candles. And this I found really interesting. It's kind of like first aid, sort of medical supplies. And I just thought that was so good. It's just the history in it all, isn't it, really? It's so good. And then on this shelf, we've got a display of vintage cameras, which is super cool. Got some pin badges there. And, yeah, a few more of the cameras. Very, very nice. I love those. And this bit, we've got some magazines. We've got a motorsport speed book. And that is £4. Moving up onto this Welsh dresser. Lots of items on there to look at. Loads of vintage bits and pieces. I had great fun looking in that section. Here we've got some keys. They're £4. Great for crafts as well. Lots to choose from there. We've got some butter knives. They're £2. I remember my granddad having one of those. And yeah, when I was here the other day, last Saturday, I would just spent so long looking through this section. Lots of different postcards, like happy birthday ones, and a lot of them have been used as well, which I think just adds to it. They would be so great for journaling, crafting. Imagine popping those in some journals, like tuck pockets. I really liked that one. Wished I'd bought that actually. And we've got some pictures here. I just think it's absolutely fab, the age and the history of them. Really love them. Now we've got some different rationing books here. We've got clothing ones, we've got food, and there's even an identity card as well in here. So, and a first aid booklet. But yeah, I just love how unique they all are. It's just a case of having a good look through, going round, then going round again, seeing what you've missed. There's even some seeds in this jar here. I'm not sure they'd germinate, but they look pretty cool. So some teddies, frogs. There's a frog thing there. Phoebe would love that. She loves frogs. Some more jewellery in that cabinet. And here we have, look at these little salt and pepper ducks. They're super cute. They're £10. This flower bunting is sweet too. Down here we've got different mugs and also some tea canisters. Say it's just your eyes are everywhere just looking at stuff. I love the Buddha too, and the milk churn. Right, this section here we have some vintage toys. Now I remember lots of these. The girls were having a good look at this section. I remember that phone from when I was young. And the girls, when they were young, loved Polly Pockets, so Ebbs was looking at that. Down here we've got some vintage shoes and this metal lantern, I really like that too. That was £5. And this box here, I had one really similar when it wasn't exactly the same, but when I was young, so that was kind of a good memory as well. And it's nice to look at bits, but yeah, crikey, look at that. That made me jump a little bit. And this cabinet here, this cupboard here, we have some different soaps. And this section, we've got facial cleansing balm, we've got facial scrub, lip balms, they're $4.50. And then the soaps at the top, they're $3.75. But many different oils, fragrances that you can use. You can pop those in your oil burners as well. And you can even buy some soapy lemons if you want one. The bath bombs are packaged up and they're $3.75 each. So just ready for a gift really, all packaged up. The next section, we have some vintage maps. And again, these are great for crafts, journaling. And what I do with some things is rather than rip them, you can photocopy them and just use them time and time and time again. So, you know, but they are really, really good for that kind of thing. We've got some ordnance survey maps here too. So you can, you know, you can even change the colour on things on your printer and stuff if you scan them. So again, we've got some more maps, but there is a lot to choose from. And this is another little section. I love the different like looks and crannies in there, the little sections to go in. There's lots of garden kind of things in here, hanging items. I just thought that looked so pretty with the wood, the light and the greenery. Really liked that. And yeah, lots of bits that you can sort of decorate the home. I like this too. Definitely my style, that one. My cup of tea, some Buddha plant pots there. And these coasters were really well made too. They're $3.50. They're a great kind of gift, just if you want to buy yourself one too. Just if you fancy treating yourself, it's a really good price. I've got bits and bobs that you can hang on your wall at home, in the garden. It's coming that time of year, isn't it, where we start and think about sorting the garden out. And robins, who does not like little robins? This section, we've got chocolate. Phoebe spotted the salted caramel. They do all sorts of different flavours. I'm surprised she didn't buy one of those. And Ebbs was looking at the cards there. I like different designs like that. You can't sort of get these in the run-of-the-mill shops. And this is the Lula items. Some earrings there. Phoebe liked those. And I say it's just a case of having a good look through. And there's some matches there. And a chocolate set. So you've got a set of 3 of the bars of chocolate. You've got some matches in a cool... I loved these multicoloured matches. How bright and cheery. Do they keep those out of the way of the kids? Because they'd probably be drawn to the bright colours. But got some plant pots down there. And some different notebooks. Always great to have like a pad by the side in the kitchen or your desk. Wrapping paper is really good. So if you can buy like singular sheets of something that's really a really good design, you can use that in your journals. You don't have to buy a lot or even use it to wrap presents. Got some bags there, different colours and designs. And then over here we've got some prints. So they do sort of smaller ones and then there's some larger ones as well. But you could frame those too if you wanted to. Here's a really sweet trinket tray. I really liked that. I did consider getting that. Kind of kicking myself, but looking back on these things, thinking, I wish I'd bought that. There's some makeup and toiletry bags. If you want to get something for someone that's a little bit different, then this is the place to go. There's earrings and then a few kind of garden items there. And that is really downstairs. So we are going to head upstairs now and have a little look, and that will be the end of the voiceover. We'll move back to the original recording, and I hope you've enjoyed looking downstairs. It was quite quiet, so that was good. Let's pop upstairs. So this is the stairs. There's loads of bits on the stairs as well. And right, let's have a look at this tire. So this is the top bit. There's all sorts of different vintage clothing in there. And pocket watches, lots of different sorts. There's cufflinks, which which are quite cool. They're like coins. And then obviously you've got the vintage clothing section down here. Got some vintage Levi's there. Look at those. They're pretty cool, aren't they? How much are these? That one's £10 for that one. Where I live, lots of people still wear these in my village. Okay, so also I want to point out that when you've got little shops, especially with lots of little things, sometimes people can take a fancy to picking up stuff, but this shop has very good working CCTV. And they had a problem recently with people taking things that didn't belong to them, but they do sort it out, which is very good to know. Okay, let's have a look at this top section here. It's so clever that people can do stuff like this. I wish I could. Different crocheted stuff. It's kind of an Aladdin's cave. There's so many different things to kind of see and look at, and you kind of come in and then go around again and you spot things that you haven't seen the first time round. So it's definitely a case of coming and looking again. So it's just teapots there. I just love these old books. Tailoring, even football programs in here. Coronation souvenir. Oh gosh, I remember these. Beanie Babies were they called, if I remember right. That's some stuff down here. I just think it's so nice when you get all sorts of different artists bringing different things in. It gives you so many more styles and different things to look at. It's just not the same, and that's I love about shops like this. There's always something different to look at. What have we got down here? Picnic set down the bottom. Now I think they've just redone this actually. I remember seeing on their Facebook they were doing this recently. Got some books in here. This is the blind date with a book section, and also some vintage pieces as well. What on earth is this? Gosh, don't even know what that is. Does it say? No. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what that beauty is. What's this here? Gosh, I don't want to touch them. It's an old shoe moulding, I presume. Typewriter. Gosh, a bit different to our guillotines we have now for crafting. This looks like a bag a nan would have had years ago. Some coasters in there, loads of different coasters. What's this vintage leather bag? That's cool, isn't it? And this is the other side of the shop. So over here we've got some ladies' clothes. An old Trivial Pursuit down the bottom, some shoes. Let me know if you spot anything that you remember when you were young. Some books. Ladybird books there. I definitely remember reading Ladybird books. These are records moulded into like a bowl shape. They're just £3. That's pretty cool. I like that. These look good. There's a tote bag there. What does that say? Embrace who you are. Love that. That's £10 for that tote bag. Some different prints as well. What's this say? Clutterly. That's funny. Do you know, I'm sure Chloe had one of these. First tooth, first curl pots. So many different bits and bobs here. I bet you guys would spot things that maybe your nan had or was around when you were growing up. There's so much to look at here. I think when I was young in the 80s, I think we had things like these little cats. I'm sure I remember those. Tea sets. Teacups. There's the Tetley tea man, look. Oh, they look funky, don't they? What else have we got down here? First My Mum, Forever My Friend. That would be great for Mother's Day coming up. A few different Mother's Day ideas down there. There's a tote bag. Got some different designs there. £7.50 in those. It is what it is. It certainly is, isn't it? Right, so we've got this kind of window seat selection there. Pots, and I just love the vintage stuff, thinking about the old story and where it used to be and who used to own it. I just find it fascinating. Got books at the back there. There's a cool cat, that's £9. Mixture of cards in there. Right, we are getting to the section that I'm dying to show you, this section in the middle here that's got different journals and things in. I'll show you that in a sec. Got some spoons, they've got they're printed, kind of engraved in. Down there. Happy 49th again. Get well soon. Oh, this is a get well spoon, that's funny. These things are so tiny, look. Got so much stuff. Got teddy bears there. That says Special Auntie, that's cute. Trolls, do you remember Trolls? No. What have we got here? The Golden Light Trees. And then at the top here, there's loads of different bits and bobs. There's Bluey. Pokemon. Alfie and Izzy have been all that. A few more vintage items here. Sorts of strange tools. I wonder what all these were used for. I'm hoping not for a dentist. I'm just kidding. So there's loads of those. A lot of history in the shop for sure. What we got at the top? Lots of figurines. Got card sets there. What's that? A certificate of service. I don't want to pick it up, but down there. We've got a rare 1940s RAF uniform. And some peacock feathers. Bits down the bottom. On this stand here, got some books at the top. Old kind of annuals. And there's some smaller books there. Let's just pick one out, pick a random one. We like to help, 6B. Gosh, they were definitely around when I was young. 40 something years ago. Got some leather items on this shelf. Mugs, key rings. These like Alice in Wonderland coasters. Different air fresheners. Have a cup of tea for Mother's Day. And then this section in the middle, we've got some vintage shoes, hats and scarves, loads of different hats on there, loads to choose from. And this is the section that I wanted to show you with the books. So there's so many, and they've all got kind of different themes. So this one says, for instance, create your memory book. Keep here your memories of the day and the week and time. What does it say? It say found objects. There's all sorts of different things. But what I like about them is they're all different. So let's look at this one. There's a mixture of charms on them. There's fabric. So many different textures. There's ribbon. And then you've got pages, but there's so many different kind of pages. And this one has actually got 2 books in it, if you can see. And there's all sorts of different pockets in, like sewn in bits. I just think that's so pretty. And it's like, oh, they're called knicker-draw notebooks, handmade books for lovely people, it says. And they all come with a different bag that matches the style. So we'll just kind of look over a few. The big red one here, but they really feel nice and chunky. You can see. I don't want to open that because that's all done up. That says you're a star. What's this one? That's a Walker's notebook, that one. But that kind of goes all the way around. But I like it how all the different things have been used, different clasps. That one says finance. Stationery. That's so pretty. I just love all the different bits of material in there. And the black one down the bottom. What's this one say? That's angel wing. They're around, I think they're around £30. I'm not sure if they're all 30, but it's got sticks in that one. That is so cool. Look at this. There's so many different ones. Let's just go around. And there we go. Some books down there. That's a pretty cool one. This one's got a clasp on. A clip at the top. I think they're beautifully made. I really like them. Bits of just like bits sewn in. You can see at the bottom. I just like it how they're not supposed to be neat. Little flips and tucks and all sorts of things in it. So there we go. So that is us finished. So hopefully you've enjoyed having a little look round. I'll put all the details in the description down below if you fancy coming and having a look. Let them know where you found them, and we'll see you all soon. You take care. See you soon.
Bye for now.